Hello and welcome to Sportsmole's Reader Awards for the 2017-18 season. We're here to discuss the Premier League Goalkeeper of the season. The nominees for this award were David De Gea, Ederson, Hugo Lloris, Nick Pope and Thibaut Courtois. Matt, I think I know the answer to this one, but who are you going for?
I think it'd be David De Gea, Manchester United's David De Gea. I think, obviously the best goalkeeper in the world, certainly the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. He's had another great season, hasn't he? Won it for the first time, the Golden Glove, which is a surprise, isn't he? You think how good he's been since he's been there and all the accolades he's had. And first time since Van der Sar 9 years ago, first Manchester United goalkeeper to win the Golden Glove, which is a bit of a surprise, isn't it? But just an unbelievable goalkeeper, isn't he? He's been great again. United's defence has been quite good, to be fair, but some of the saves he's made unbelievable. And yet again, for me, it'd be David De Gea.
He does always seem to pull off the save of the season, and probably the top 2 or 3 saves of the season. And if you're a striker going one-on-one with him, in the back of your mind he might save this more so than any other goalkeeper in the league, perhaps in the world, I think. And if you're taking a long range shot, I think it's going to be perfect into the top corner to beat David De Gea because he doesn't really make any mistakes. I think I need to give a word to Ederson. I think he's been the second best. I agree with De Gea as the best, but Ederson, for his first season in the Premier League, has been so good. He's just changed Man City. Everything about his distribution. He's an all-round good goalkeeper. His distribution is out of this world. It's so good and perfect for the way Manchester City plays. So good with the ball at his feet. He's the ball out of hand kicking. He can launch an attack 60 metres and be pretty accurate with a kick, even a throw to around the halfway line. So in terms of distribution, he helps the way the team play, and his shot stopping's good. He's so commanding when he's coming for the ball in the penalty area. I've been so impressed with him in his first season. One other person I want to give a word to is Nick Pope, because a lot of Burnley fans feared the worst when Tom Heaton got injured for such a long time, and he hasn't been able to get back in the team these last few weeks of the season. And Nick Pope has obviously earned his place in the England squad for the World Cup, thoroughly deserved, I think. When you looked at the comparisons between all of the England keepers there, he was by far the best this season in terms of goals conceded per minute. He was by far the best, and I would put him close to being England's number 1. I don't think he will be, but for me, he's been that impressive this season.
Yeah, absolutely. 11 clean sheets as well, which is pretty good. And obviously, a Burnley team that had a good season. The other 2 in there, Courtois and Lloris. Ones you'd expect to be in there, wouldn't you? But Chelsea not really had a great season, have they? Courtois has been in and out. He's been injured. Been linked with a move away, hasn't he? Lloris, again, he's a funny one. He does a lot of good things, but for me, he's not quite at that level. We talk about Ederson, De Gea, probably now the best 2 keepers in the league, and he's had a good season, but I'd be surprised if he came in the top 3. I'd be surprised actually as well, to be honest.
Yeah, Lloris and Courtois, they're the type who are always going to be up there. I think they're both. I rate both of them, but Lloris this season has made more mistakes than I think he has in any previous season. As a shot stopper, I think he's up there with the best in the Premier League. But as an all-round goalkeeper, I think he is behind the likes of De Gea, Ederson, and even Courtois. But should we find out who got the win?
So in 5th position with 2% of the votes, Courtois, so 2%, it's quite surprising. 4th place is Lloris with 2.4%. 3rd place, you've got Nick Pope, 9.5%. 2nd, Ederson, 12.6%. And then that's a big old score for De Gea, 73.5% of the votes. Obviously cleans up on that. It's a big old score, Barney.
Yeah, I can't complain about that. That's the right top 3 for me. De Gea winning by so much is maybe a bit of a surprise because Ederson has been so impressive, but it's David De Gea. He is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, and I don't think there would have been too many people suggesting otherwise. What do you think about those?
Yeah, nice. It's a lot, 73.5%, but he's been that good this season. The top 5 probably couldn't really argue with that in that order. I'd say Nick Pope's good to see him come in 3rd over Lloris and Courtois. So he's had a great season, and hopefully he can play his part for England if he gets picked.
Yep, so David De Gea is your Premier League goalkeeper of the season.